Welcome back. So we are fresh off a big L to the Patriots. The Patriots team still probably pretty solid, but we are 3-3 on the season. 500 isn't terrible. The Browns continue to dominate this division. This is their third straight year just going out there on absolute fire. I gotta see who's on the Patriots. Let me find out Tom Brady's around when he's like 80 years old real quick. That would be absolutely nuts, but I'm assuming he's not. Patriots still playing good ball though. It is, and it's Deshaun Watson. How did the Patriots get Deshaun Watson? Are you kidding me? Deshaun Watson, that's crazy. Deshaun Watson to the Patriots. All right then. Guess you didn't like Houston. Baker Mayfield is playing pretty well over the 9 TDs, 1 INT. How's his progression look? 92. Superstar potential 92. Wow, no wonder the Browns are doing so good. How's Jake Fromm looking as far as potential is concerned? 85, still star, still 23. Still progressing, which is great for us. Still 8 TDs to 6 INTs. I don't know why he's throwing so many interceptions still, but he still is throwing a lot of interceptions, making a difference in this team right now. I think a huge factor is all those INTs, but I think we can get going here. We're 3-3, got the Texans and the Brownies next. Couple tough games. I don't know how those Texans are going to be now that Deshaun Watson's actually out of the, Houston there, who they would happen to have playing quarterback for them. That had to be a massive loss. And it's not easy to go out there and just pick up a winning quarterback out of nowhere. So we'll see how Houston does. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. 3-3 Texans, or the 3-3 Bengals. My apologies. The Texans, though, 84 overall. We ran into a lot of high overall teams. Maybe everybody progresses pretty well throughout their seasons or career or whatever it is, because every team I think we've played so far has been 80 plus. Bengals, I thought was pretty good at that 81. Look at the wide receiver comparison. Nuke, 99. Wow, we got ourselves a challenge today. Nuke, 3 years. What is he got? 30 now. Just exiting in his prime, you could say. 30 years old. Doesn't get any better than this for Nuke. Bengals, another night game. This is our third one of the year, isn't it? Is our third or fourth? I can't believe they played us this many times so far on prime time. I don't know what we did to deserve it, but it is a pouring down rain in Cincy. Doesn't seem to be stopping these Texans, just throwing that ball down the field. Well, they picked up Melvin Gordon as well. Fordham, that's their quarterback. I don't even know who that is, but Tyler Higbee got the touchdown over there. Bengals down 7 early. You'd think that football being a little bit slippery might affect this pass game. Neither team seem to affect it so far. Ryan Anderson, big penalty, is our first down pass to Tyler Boyd. Get him going early, fellas. John Ross as well. Jake Fromm playing solid to start this game. Like I said, the rain seems to be making it more difficult on the defenses than the offenses. Pass knocked away there by McKinney. Bengals 3rd and 3, 2-yard rush by Jake Fromm. Couldn't quite pick up the first. Settling for a field goal is something we do far too often this year. We got to make sure that's not happening. Big penalty there by William Jackson. 25 yards on that pass interference. Melvin Gordon for 8. Second down. It is the second quarter already. Killing some clock quickly. 6 yards to Miles Boykin. All right, 7 yards to Will Fuller. Still around. There's the touchdown. Will Fuller making some noise. What a compliment that is to DeAndre Hopkins. Will Fuller sacked Jadeveon Clowney. He's still in Texas. Maybe they just couldn't afford to re-sign Deshaun Watson, which sounds crazy because you always make room to re-sign your quarterback, but that's always possible too. Joe Mixon, 6-yard rush there. Wait a minute, Clowney's on Houston in this game. Now, did they not update that, or did he just go back to Houston after his contract expired? Regardless, Bengals 14-3, getting worked by the Texans early. Boykin again for 11. This team is supposed to be playing better than it is. There's a big stuff of Melvin Gordon. And another. Oh, it's a penalty. Max Shapler. Was it an intentional grounding? What happened there? Because it was 4th down. Regardless, a big needed stop there by the Bengals. We got to try. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, it was a dinner or a pass. What is that? 10-yard penalty against the offense. What happened? Did he throw an interception? He didn't show it. I guess he did. Love it. Love it. Perfect. Bengals still down 14. Now, if we could score here, second half coming around, being down a touchdown. I don't remember who gets the ball in the second half. Here we go, though. Driving. Tylan Wallace, 20 yards. Bengals moving down the field. There's another big chunk play. Tylan Wallace again. And is that a touchdown? No. 11-yard reception. 54 seconds left. Kill some clock here, fellas. Don't be in a big hurry here. 1-yard rush. Tyler Boyd. Must have been a nice screenplay there. 17-10. Bengals down 7. We got to stop these Texans. There's 40 seconds left. Is that an interception? Yes, sir. A big pick. Sean Williams. Bengals got a chance to make some noise here. 28 seconds left. Joe Mixon after a run play. That was not a good call there. 19 seconds left, though, for these Bengals. And he threw it right back to him. Typical Jake Fromm. Bengals golden opportunity to go out there and put points on the board, and Fromm cost us once again. That is just what this man does. Again, crunch time, could have got this game within 4, maybe even 7. We had 19 seconds left. Anything could have happened. Jake Fromm making a big interception. Joe Mixon getting the ball now. Bengals still driving down the field. This could be for the lead. But again, we talk about that big pick. Into crunch time there. There's a 3-yard sack or 3-yard loss and a sack by Jadeveon Clowney. 6-yard loss. Field goal for the Bengals. So we're down 4 still. We got to get a big stop here on defense again. That's not going to start with an Andrew Billings big penalty. I'm just going to throw that out there. There we go, though. 3-yard stop on Melly Gordon. 2nd and 13 to get all 13. That is not good. Not good at all. Bengals got to make a stop. We got to make a stop. That is not a stop. Will Fuller killing a 2nd touchdown of the game for Will Fuller. We got to score on this drive. Not a lot of time left. John Ross driving down the field with the Bengals. Tyler Boyd for 10. And that'll do it. Jake Fromm, dude. Something about Jake Fromm where we just can't go out there and not throw interceptions. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. The guy's an 85 overall. And he's got decent stats. And he just is not a fan of not throwing interceptions. And I have nothing to go out there and say how to fix it. I mean, we're going to make this game look close. We're down 7 with 6 seconds left. But that's not going to do it. He cost us the game. 2 big interceptions in that game once again. Could have put points on the board in both cases. From through 2 picks. 4 picks. He threw 4 picks. How am I saying 2? I'm just talking about the key ones. 2 TDs, 4 interceptions. I don't want to look for a quarter. How do you look for a quarterback the way Jake Fromm's overall is, man? He's got a crazy good overall. His overall is just absolutely disgusting. And we go out there, Tyler, look at that. Wallace and Boyd, both 100-yard games. I'm Disley as well. At least those guys are playing well, but I don't know what you're supposed to do. He's putting his defense in bad situations. We only picked up no sacks in the game anyway. We could not get to the quarterback. Guess all we can do is just remind ourselves that he's 23. He's a 23-year-old quarterback at the end of the day. What else? I mean, you got to expect that, I guess, at 23. So young still. So much more potential, and it's tough growing pains, to say the very least, because I feel like we got a very solid offense right now. We got some guys that can make some plays, and I just completely missed that guy. His potential is still pending, though. That's good to see. I'm glad to see somebody still has that potential pending. Is he our only guy we're still waiting to see that potential? I think our other guys, we had no superstar golds and no elite guys, but we did have 2 silver stars out of it. The lowest one, but still better than nothing at the end of the day. That does look like what we are rocking here. Go ahead, look at the defense. I think he was a defense. Oh, no, we have Gardner as well. Or was that Gardner that we just updated? It might have been Gardner we just updated. 70-70. Still some games he's got to play. No, it wasn't. And we have Manning who needs some snaps as well over here. The 21-year-old rookie. He's getting closer. Gardner, same story. We must not run a lot of defensive tackle sets where we have 2 guys at the line because he's still only at 279. And I know our defense likes going out there and playing a lot, so it definitely isn't that. That's the problem. If we can get a second elite guy on the defensive line, would that be something? No. Get that X factor going. Right now, though, it is a tough week. Returning from injury, we have, who is it? Carl Lawson. Beautiful. We needed that. A big returning Carl Lawson. Very good news there. But we have a tough matchup against the Cleveland Browns this week. A 5-1 team. We talked about those overalls. Their overall is just dirty. 87 overall. We'll see, though. With the return of Carl Lawson, we have some very, very good defensive linemen. Hopefully, with Lawson returning, get some pressure on Baker Mayfield. Maybe force an interception or 2. I feel like that's what we're going to need this game, is a couple turnovers, and Jake Fromm's going to have to play well, because if he makes mistakes, this Browns team is going to capitalize on it. There is no doubt in my mind about that. It's just a matter, we're going to outscore them. Like I said, we got to make hopefully they get a couple mistakes. That is kind of what we have to hope for here and cash in on them. Bengals get the ball first and 3 and out. That is not what you want to see. Can they return the favor, though? No. Austin Hooper getting just enough for the first. Brownies driving. Had a chance to 3 and out them. Not going to happen. Instead, they're just going to drive down the field. Treadwell with 11. 10 for Nick Chubb once again. No Kareem Hunt on the Browns. I want to say, is he a Raven now? Is that where he's at? Myron Chapman, though. Big sack, baby. Baker Mayfield for run. And they're going to be forced to, they're going to kick a field goal here or go for it. They're going to kick the field goal. That's good. Holding the field goals. Holding the field goals, but we got to make some noise over here on offense. There's a big play. 19 yards. Joe Mixon. A 7-yard rush. Tap on top of that there. Another one. 14. Tyler Boyd. Bengals driving. 14 to John Ross. You get everyone involved early. Well, everyone's happy. We just got to hope for no interceptions here. Joe Mixon for 7. And a penalty on Glasgow. It is 3rd and about 13. I'm assuming. I don't know why it's just 3rd and 3 still. Oh, it's 4th down. Okay, I don't understand. Sometimes the glitches, I guess, in that situation. Bang. Oh no, we got the touchdown. Oh, okay, cool. I don't really know what just happened there because I showed us kick a field goal or something. I am so confused. Maybe the touchdown and then they had the penalty on the extra point or something. I don't know. Holding the Browns to a punt, though. Bengals looking... Oh, that was it. That was it, fellas. You got to capitalize. Gave him fantastic field position. The Browns will do something with it. Maybe 2nd and 8. Incomplete pass Baker Mayfield. He is struggling. The return of Carl Lawson. And this Browns defense is... Or this Bengals defense is shutting down the Brownies. 8-yard rush, Joe Mixon. There's enough for the first. Keep on pounding the rock if it's working. Why not? Let's keep her going. Just keep on wearing down that Browns defense. The goal of this is to keep Baker and the boys off the field. There's a big sack, though, by Spellman. We needed to get 7 there. Still up a touchdown, though. Let's try to stop him again. It's 3rd and 4. Browns gonna have the ball at the 2-minute warning, and they are gonna pick it up. Laquan Treadwell once again. 2 straight incompletions. Here we go. 3rd down. That's not gonna be enough for the first. They're gonna have to punt. Golden chance here from. This is where From makes mistakes and costs us games. It flips the scoreboard around. It's that 2-minute drill. Hopefully, this time is not the same case, and he can drive this team down the field. 33 seconds left. Doing what Madden does best, running the ball, 12 seconds left, because who wants to score touchdowns? Got enough here for, nope, perfect, great. You know why we didn't get any points there? Because we ran the ball with 30 seconds left, because that's what Madden thinks is the best to do in this game. So I guess we can't help ourselves there. Oh, well, getting the ball back in the second half, could have put up points. It's not a big deal. The good thing is, though, we didn't put up points, but we didn't give them up either. We've seen that so many times. Like we said, Jake Fromm interception, they scored points. Kills us. We were just running all over them, though, to start this second half. Joe Mixon. It is the Joe Mixon show. Finally, somebody else getting involved there. John Ross, Tyler Boyd, touchdown. Bengals up 14 on the 5-1 Browns. Favorites to win the NFL, or the NFL, whatever this is, the AFC North. We'll get it right. Setting up for the first. It is 4 yards. Nick Chubb. Bengals, go ahead, run the ball all you want as far as I'm concerned. Kill that clock, baby. Nick Chubb show. Speaking of which, we're just getting all the running backs involved. Jarvis Landry's still around. Incomplete pass, Baker Mayfield. It's 3rd and 5. Carl Lawson. Big sack. Bengals. Chance to put this game on ice against the Cleveland Browns. No turnovers here, fellas. We talked about how important a clean game is. Oliver Vernon, a big penalty there. Bengals, Mixon, keep on pounding that rock. Kill some clock here if you can. And there it is. There it is. The key point in this game, we are trying to avoid an interception from Jake Fromm, and you already know what's going to happen. 4-yard loss by Nick Chubb. That is not what's going to happen. That right there is 25 yards Treadwell. Browns waiting to just put it in the back of the end zone. Again, you got to play a clean game. One game from when you don't throw interceptions, we win games. The guy's got 10 picks this year, I'm pretty... No, he's got more than 10. Here we go. Driving down the field once again. No interception is all I'm asking for. Keep the yellow off my screen. That's okay. It's just a loss of yards on a rush. It's all good there. Bengals, 3rd and 13. Or 3rd and 8. Not going to get it once again. Penalty on Jonah Williams. See if we can't get enough to get back in field goal range zone. We will. Browns missed the extra point. I just noticed that. Back up 11. So that's good. It's a 2-possession game. Browns going to have to push the pedal to the metal here. I cannot do puns. We'll try not to do that ever again. I apologize. OBJ still around. Browns are driving. It's like this defense just said, you know what? We'll go conservative and we'll give you guys a touchdown. 2:27 left in this game. Bengals. Here we go. 3-point game. This is where money's made, fellas. Tylan Wallace. First down. Travion Williams. I am a little bit upset to see he's still in this game. I am starting to think Joe Mixon is not healthy. There's a loss there. 2nd and 13. Why did we not see a time? They did call time. Okay, here we go. 3rd and 10. And they run the ball on 3rd down. Come on, Bengals. Quit playing so conservative. Unbelievable. We're down 3. The Browns have a chance to just... Look at this. They're tearing us apart. I'm sick. I am absolutely sick to the stomach. They're going to bring this to the back of the end zone. There's no one stopping them. Uh-oh, is that an interception? Big pick, baby. William Jackson. Unbelievable. You needed just a field goal to tie this game. Baker Mayfield making the also important and terrible play for the Browns. Throwing it to that boy, William Jackson. You don't challenge our best CB, baby. Bengals picking up the upset over the Browns in what was a roller coaster of a game. Even more importantly, the 5-1 Browns just got held to 17 points by this defense. The difference Carl Lawson makes returning to this lineup, get some pressure on the quarterback, make some plays. Bengals win 17-20, a huge victory. Jesse Bates getting the upgrade. Let's work on a run support, I guess. He's a very good pass defender as it is already back there. Maybe help him out there in the run support game. 88 overall, Alex Gardner. Is he finally at his maximum? No, he's not there yet, but he is continuing to grow. We're going to work on your power rushing ability here. 77 overall. Actually, I could be, well, you're a defensive tackle. We probably should have went. Oh, we did go power rushing. Who am I kidding? We're fine there. Andrew Billings getting an upgrade. Good defense this game, fellas. Lots of good players over there. I said power rushing. I wanted to be run stop. That's what I meant. Regardless, even Billings getting up to a 76 overall. Good for him. Joey Griffin still not really growing much. He's 23. That's a guy working his run stopping ability. If we're going to switch out linemen, hopefully it's somebody when they're tired. He's a guy that can go in there, lock down the center of the field there, man-to-man for LaJarvis Buggs. He is nothing, I am pretty sure. Sorry, LaJarvis. I don't mean to be rude, but I'm just being honest here. You are... Wow, you're 22. Okay. You're 22 at least with that bronze potential, though. Not really what we're looking for, though. Jason Oliver, again, not much going there. We're at the draft a tight end next year. Actually, how long's Disley under? He got under 3 years. Big game, though. Here's the injury, though, Joe Mixon. What do we got? Oh, it wasn't. It's Robbie Anderson. Foot fracture. Okay. I don't know why we had not Joe Mixon in the game then. That does not make sense. Broken femur there from Myron Chapman. 31. Oh, wow. Huge loss. Left outside linebacker. 30. He's out for the season. Out for the entire season. That is huge. Big defensive player right there. Myron Chapman, the 22-year-old stud. Developed at a faster rate, and now he can't develop with a broken leg. I hate to break, or is it broken leg, broken thigh? Is that a thing, a broken thigh? Apparently. That or I'm completely calling it wrong here. Bengals back to 4-4. Huge victory over the Cleveland Browns. Got to bye this next week. Jump back here when we're back on week 9. Who are they? Week 10. We've got a couple players to upgrade here. See if it's somebody good. Curtis Duval. That's a solid one right there. CB up to a 79. Again, work on that man-to-man. 80 overall. You love seeing it. First round draft pick this past year, and he's already up to an 80 overall as a rookie. This is very good, very promising. He doesn't have the superstar or the X factor, but regardless, he's been playing great. You love seeing it. They're vigil. He's got to go out there and play now because of the big loss to Myron Chapman. I think that's who's replacing him. Let's go take a peek here real quick. That is a big loss, though. Myron Chapman off the team. You hate to see it. The young stud. He was playing great ball for us. Drew Sample, Disley still playing great. Orfs is an 80. Got an all-green offensive line. Love seeing that finally. The whole offense, really, in general. Just ain't got a lot of superstar high X-Factor type potential guys in the 90s. Take a look here. Yeah, it is Vigil that's going to be playing for him. That is a big loss. You can't do nothing about it, though. He's out for the season. We just got to play without him. Hopefully, this defensive line, these CBs can help these linebackers out. Because, again, that's the weak spot of this team is the linebackers. We drafted to fix it, and we lost the guy due to injury, unfortunately. Duvall, Baker, Gardner still in there at his 77 as well. He's got a bit for an upgrade. We're getting closer. The 160 more snaps might be all year until we finally see that upgrade there. But regardless, I mean, he's gaining XP, which is always good to see. So that's always nice there. Go ahead and take a look at some of the stats so far this season. See how the teams are doing. Browns 6-2. They must have had a bye week the same week we did. The Ravens are 6-2. It is a tough division over here in the AFC North. We'll look at the AFC in general. It's the Ravens. Yep, 2 best teams in the AFC are the Ravens, Browns, both in our division. Definitely fighting for that wild card. Titans, Jags. It looks like the Jags are the second wild card team right now. 5-3, 5-4 Dolphins. We are right in the thick of things though. 1 win here, a loss by the Jaguars, and these Bengals are in a wild card spot. So we're looking pretty good from that matter. We'll look at the AFC just for a good time. 7-1 Cowboys, 6-1 Packers, 7-2 Bucks, 6-2 Lions. Rams at 6-3, the Eagles 5-3. Get an idea of what we're playing here. We're playing the Panthers, right? They are 4-4. Another team playing for a playoff spot right now. And with the Falcons are the week after us, 3-5. 2 teams playing for their playoff lives right now. And these 2 teams, much like we pretty well are. 4-5 isn't terrible, but you really don't want to go there if you don't have to. Take a look at the stats here halfway through the season. Jake Fromm, 12 TDs to 11 INTs. We'll talk about it. That's going to be the focal point this entire time is those TDs to INTs. You can't be throwing that many interceptions. Joe Mixon's averaging about 4.5 yards per carry. Good for him. No fumbles so far either. That's nice to see. Broken tackles, 26 yards after yards after contact, 92. Good for him. Good for him playing well out there. The receivers. Looks like we're getting about 75 yards a game out of Boyd, 57.3 out of Wallace, 44 for John Ross. Mixon's about 38 back there as a running back. That's good. Solid numbers. Disley back there with 28.6 as well. Solid season so far out of these boys. Again, though, we're looking at the TDs, and it's been the all tight end show, and that is it. Tight ends and Tyler Boyd. Nobody else is getting open. We talked about this last episode. The fact that we're halfway through the season, and we have 3 players with touchdowns. 2 of them being tight ends, 1 being our number 1 wideout. Got to spread that ball around a little bit better, I think, there. Looking at our... I don't really think there's much to look here. Sacks allowed. Tristan Wirfs is playing the worst on our team right now. 7 sacks allowed. That's unfortunate. He's 80, isn't he? He's one of those guys with that slow growth. He's 23 and 80. He's one of the higher overalls on our team. Glasgow right behind him, though, with 5. And I think Glasgow's a little bit lower overall. Yeah, he's a 76. And how old is Glasgow? Is he 30? Yeah, I think we signed him just temporarily or something. We didn't keep him for a very long time. Is there a contract thing in here somewhere? I don't see it. Oh, well. We'll be all right. That's probably in there somewhere. Jonah Williams is allowed 4, playing left tackle. Don't like seeing that, but 4 is not a bad number. Up for a 24-year-old, 79 overall. 2 out of Adam Rafferty. He's playing the best on our team. That's good to see. That's good to see. We have a really young offensive line. Pretty well, everybody. But Billy Price, baby. The Buckeye. No sacks allowed all year. Still playing fantastic. I got some of these tackle for losses for the boys. So far, we got 7 out of Michael Baker. Very nice. Dexter Lawrence out on the defensive line. Even Preston Brown making his presence known. Good for him. Denard's got 3. Myron Chapman had 3. Then we lost him, unfortunately. 3 out of Pratt. 3 out of Lawson. It was not kind of sacks. They obviously don't, because he has 4 right there. I'd consider that a tackle for a loss. Chapman 4.5. Lawson 4. Billings 3. Baker 2.5. So we're not going to be dominating the sack totals, but we have a lot of guys getting in on the action. As far as INTs are concerned, 2 out of Preston Brown. He's been playing better than I've been talking about him. I've been talking bad about that linebacking core. Looks like Preston Brown's been doing pretty well this season. Sean Williams, 2 out of Jackson, 1 out of Denard. Not much going after that. Kicking as far as Randy Bullock's concerned, 91%, 11 of 12. Decent, we'll take that. Not a big deal there at all. As far as the entire league's concerned, though, just out of curiosity, let's see who's leading the league this year. NFL, we don't really care about who's leading the league in punting. I mean, I don't think we care at least. Jameis Winston, top of the league in passing yards right now. Marcus Mariota right behind him. Look at that ratio. 23-1. Bet the Bucks are winning a lot of games like that, Jake Fromm. Just saying. Todd Gurley killing it. 72 yards. This guy's on pace for almost 2,000 rushing yards. He is almost there. That is unbelievable. Good for him. Feed Zeke right behind. He's on the Steelers. Sorry to see that. Saquon's still over there on the Giants. Melvin Gordon and Deshaun Watson lost again. Gordon, that's right. Nick Chubb's over there. Mixon's not far behind. He's about 6th or 7th in the league. Is that Duke Johnson or David Johnson? David Johnson. I was going to say, David Johnson on the Eagles now receiving Tyler Lockett. I don't think I would have said I'd seen that one. Or Trent Taylor. Must be a young player here. Yeah, he's 20. Oh, he's 28. Breaking out this year's Trent Taylor. I guess Winston's got to throw to somebody. Michael Thomas still doing great. Cooper Kupp, same story over there in the Patriots. Jeez. Bill Belichick's got to be liking that. Will Fuller's up there actually outdoing Nuke right now. Not by much. Not by much at all, about a yard per game. So there is that. I did not check out the sacks leaders. I guess we could take a peek at the sacks leaders just for a good time. Let's see who's leading the league in sacks as soon as I figure out how to go back to the NFL. There we go. Perfect. See what we're kind of ranking right now. I said we had 4 was the most on our team. See where that really puts us as far as the packs. 11.5 miles, Garrett. Jeez. Trey Flowers right behind him at 10.5. That is crazy. Leonard Floyd. So we're kind of when it comes to being ranked here. But I mean, then again, once you get past those first 3 or 4 studs in a league, 4, 5, 6, pretty average for a lot of guys. So we're not doing terrible from that standpoint. I think we're just going to go ahead and sim up this week against the, what is this, the Panthers. We're going to sim this week up, see how she goes. Hopefully we can pick up this W. A big victory is needed here. If we win, we go 5-4. Looking pretty good for a wild card spot. If we lose like that, it does not look pretty good. Let's go ahead and take a look at how that game ended up there. I am just a little bit concerned about it. Let me find out that I'm looking at the standings and not our schedule real quick. And we're going to have a big problem. In schedule. And we are going to go over to our friends versus the Panthers. You got to win the home games too. I think that's what hurts even more. Those home games, you got to win. Bengals, Jake Fromm. Yup, there we go. Interception. I'm always going to blame it on your Frommykins. Even though he did throw for 252 with a 96.2 rating. A better game. Just didn't go good enough. Joe Mixon, 17 for 67. A little bit light there. 3.9 yards per carry. Tyler Boyd, 75 yards. 55 out of Ross. Wilson down around 44. Disley, again, getting involved. Love seeing it. Our touchdowns, though. Finally, somebody other than a running back, wide receiver. We got to call him out. We had 2 receiving touchdowns this game by other players that are not named Tyler Boyd or not a tight end. Mixon getting in there as well. Good for them. See how that offensive line played. Sacks allowed. Anybody? Anybody? Nobody. Perfect. No good bad blocking at all. And we still threw interceptions. Love it. Preston Brown, 6 tackles. Very good, Preston Brown. You got a couple tackles for a loss in there, too. He's actually been playing really well. I got to give it to Preston Brown. I was a little bit concerned about him, but he's been playing some good football for these boys. Get a couple of these upgrades out of the way before we play the 3-6 Falcons. The Falcons looks like, oh, it's just a couple bronzy-ish kind of guys. But the Falcons are another team now looking, they might not be a playoff team. 3-6, even if they did win out, they'd be 10-6. But I feel like we still have a chance. This is our game. If we don't win this one, then it's going to get kind of ugly. But 5-5, they'll go 11-5. I mean, hypothetically speaking, I think we got both of our games against the Browns. Oh, we don't. We have one more against the Browns. Browns, Ravens, Saints, and Bills. We have a gauntlet coming up here, but it's going to start with these Falcons. We have to beat the Falcons. We lose the Falcons, the playoff hopes are pretty much all but down the drain, because we're going to be 3-5. We're going to have to play the 6-2 Browns, the 6-2 Ravens, 2 very, very tough opponents. We did prove we can beat the Browns though, so we have that going for us if the time does come. But you think 5-5, if you can win, what, 10 games, 6 games off, we can go 4-2 there. You're talking 9-7. That'll be tight. But I think 4-2 can happen. We have the Browns, the Ravens. Even if we split those 2 games, maybe lose one more while we're at it, I think we'd be in good shape there. It's hard telling, though. It's hard telling. First things first is these Falcons. Finally, a non-primetime game. That's what it is. These boys know the Bengals can't play in primetime. Here we go, though. It is Bengals. We'll get those teams right here. Bengals, Falcons. Getting the ball early are the Bengals here. Playing in Atlanta. 2nd and 10, there's a 1-yard rush by Joe Mixon, and we're going to stall out there. A big play on the first down, first play of the game. Bengals stalling out here. Falcons going to get the ball. Going to be a little bit eager here to make some moves, I'm assuming. Freeman, no, nothing. 3rd and 8, 4 yards. Taylor Gabriel, not enough. Bengals, first stop of the game, a big one. Joe Mixon going the wrong direction. Mexicans just going to throw that out there. 3-and-out Bengals. See if we can stop them on defense, and we cannot. Here we go. Driving down the field. There's a big sack, though. Alex Gardner, but it's 3rd and 12. You got to get out the field on 3rd and long. Did not happen. Bengals going to let these Falcons drive down. Probably going to score now, and they did. Taylor Gabriel. 3rd and 12, that's when you got to get off the field. Bring a little pressure, get in Matty Ice's face if Matty Ice is still on the team, and get the ball out of his hands quickly. Force him to throw that ball quick. Don't give the receivers enough time to get downfield, but that didn't happen. It didn't happen. It is 2nd and 7. Bengals still got a chance, so going into the second. The first quarter and third always goes so much quicker than the other two. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, it's a penalty on Billy Price. Beautiful, Billy. Not allowed sacks, but yard penalties. Big first down. John Ross. Bengals tie the game back up. Much needed answer against these Falcons. Now we need to stop here on defense. Can we get it? Big loss there. Oh, it's a sack. Michael Baker, the young stud. Did we get back-to-back sacks? Yes, we did. Michael Baker, have yourself a game, fella. 5-yard rush there. Another 7 yards. Joe Mixon. Bengals first down. Joe Mixon just feeding the rock. If it's working, it's working. There's a loss, though. 2 yards on Mixon's loss there. Gonna get it to 3rd and manageable, though, on that 8-yard reception to Wallace, but they can't get the completion. Oh, they're gonna go for it on 4th down. Drew Sample with the run. Bengals understanding the situation. They need points. They need this win. Finally showing some aggressiveness. I love it. See if we can capitalize, though. Here we go. 1st and 10. Jake from Bengals picking up an 8-yarder to Tyler Boyd. Enough for the first. 3rd and 1. We're going to go for it again. 4th and 1. We've been aggressive so far. Bengals going to go for it. 3rd and 2. What happened? 4th and 1 again. Oh, 2-minute warning. Okay, here we go. I had time to think about it. At the 2-minute warning. What you think, boys? Oh, going to kick the field goal. Okay, all right. See if we can stop them on defense here. 2-minute drill for these Falcons. They're going to run the ball on 1st and 10. Costello. First down, incompletion there. Costello with the pass. Oh, he threw it away. He ran. Okay, that's our quarterback. Okay, they're not Matty Ice anymore. Question answered on that one, calling Costello the running back. All right. They do have Freeman for a reason. Jake Butt. There you go. 10 yards, Gabriel. A minute left in this. Big penalty on Sean Williams. We was talking about how great he's been playing this year. That is not playing great. There's a big stop on Devontae Freeman. See if we can keep these guys out of the back of the end zone. We will. Huge defensive stand there inside the 10. Bengals force the field goal. We got 2 timeouts, 40 seconds. Let's see if we can make something happen here. There's like 7-yard gain to Disley and a 1-yard loss by Rodney Anderson, just giving up on the play. Hopefully the Falcons don't come down here, drive, and score, though. It looks like that's not going to be the case, and we're going to go into halftime tied at 10 apiece. Falcons get the ball back early, though. 5 yards, Costello again. He looks like a scrambler back there. Incomplete pass. Is he a rookie? He's a young-looking fella. He might be in the league for the first time. Bengals got to throw some, or cause him to throw some interceptions, so if that's the case. 2nd and 8. Mixon, 9 yards, first down. Just feed Mixon the rock. Good things have been happening. 19 yards, Tylan Wallace. It's nice to see Mixon playing well. I think we finally bolstered up that offensive line enough to go out there and benefit a guy like Mixon, who's a great running back as is. There's the touchdown by him, by the way. 7-point lead. But when you throw some good blockers out there in front of him, the man can really flourish. The more that offensive line grows, hopefully Mixon doesn't get too old by the time those guys are in their mid-80s, if we can get some there. Not sure if it'll happen, but they're, like we said, they're all in their 20s. Lower 20s, plenty of room. Michael Baker, 3rd sack of the game. Good for Michael Baker. They're going to go for, was that 4th down? No, it's 3rd down, 3rd and 12. They're going to go for the field goal, and they got it. A 57-yarder by Tevin Chino. Tevin Chino. Is it Chino or Chino? I always call him Chino. I just realized there's not an N there, though, so I guess it really isn't Tevin Chino. 23 yards, Tylan Wallace, and an interception. Jakey, you stop that right now. Every time, man. Every freaking time. It's 3rd and 11. Time you got to stop him. You give up 13 yards to Calvin Ridley. If we lose this game, I want a new quarterback. There we go, though. 3rd and 6 2-yard gain there by Jake Butt. Good for the Bengals. Penalty on Alex Gardner. You did not just give them a first down on a field goal. No way, Alex Gardner. You're going to get bench playing like that. You boys better go out there and stuff these guys. 6 yards, 4th and 4, forcing them to a field goal still. They missed the field goal? Why did they go for it? There's 6 minutes left in this game. Instead of getting this game within a point, the Falcons elect to go for it and don't pick it up. Plain and simple. I would go for it too, knowing the Bengals are just going to go through and out anyway. I guess that was a good strategy there. Big sack. Carl Lawson, make your name heard. 2nd and 15. Jake Butt again, making a lot of noise for this team. Taylor Gabriel as well. And there's another big penalty. This time, Stuart Manning, the young buck out there, doesn't play a lot. Probably plays a lot of time in the nickel if he plays at all. Free incomplete pass there, Costello. Bengals, we bring it up, though. There we go. There we go. We ain't bringing nothing up. Carl Lawson sack. Ain't gonna talk about it. Let's go, Bengals. 3:36 left. Let's drive this puppy down the field. Kill the clock if you have to. Why not? Hey, if it works, it works. 5 yards. Joe Mixon. Another chunk play for Mixon there. Big first down pass. Tylan Wallace. 2:05 left. Let's go out there and feed the rock to Mixon if we have to. That's fine. Kill some clock. 2-minute warning. Bengals gonna continue to hold on to this ball. We need to put the ball in the back of the end zone, though. It is a 1-point game. Keep that in mind. It's that or kill the clock. Falcons forced to use their timeouts. Bengals might be able to kneel on it here if they pick up the first. And they're gonna get it. That's gonna do it. That should be it. Why are you throwing the ball when it's all my? I hate this game. You really did not just throw the ball 2 straight plays and give this ball back to them with 38 seconds left. I am going to be sick if they tie this game or score. I don't even care. That was ridiculous. That was the most ridiculous thing I ever seen. We had no reason to kick the field goal. The game was over. It was 1st and 10 with 50 seconds left and no timeouts. Thankfully, we picked up the victory, but the play calling is beyond skeptical at times here with Madden and these teams. Let me tell you what, if we would have blown that game, it would have gotten ugly. Regardless, though, Bengals still a playoff team. We'll see if we can bring this team to the promised land. We'll wrap up the season in next episode. Right now, let's go out there and fill Will Dissly up with some. Let's work on possession, vertical throw. Let's make him a better pass catcher. I know. He's one of the few guys on this team that catches touchdowns, but that can only benefit us the better he gets. Still has star potential. Michael Baker as well. A huge game. The man deserves every bit of that upgrade. We'll throw some run stopper ability on him there. What a game. 3 sacks we talked about. Big game out of Michael Baker. I don't even know who Deshaun Kendall is, but apparently he's getting himself an upgrade there. Good for him. But that's going to conclude this week's episode. As always, if you guys enjoyed the video, big thumbs up. Subscribe is appreciated, never required. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.